I, Mary Halcomb, promise to never break Nathaniel Archuleta's heart. And if I do, Nathaniel Archuleta has every right to euthanize me." These chilling words were discovered on a neon post-it note, a staged confession that investigators would later determine to be a lie. But behind that fake note lay a brutal act of jealousy and deception that rocked a family and a community. This is Shattered Fates, where we dive into true stories of betrayal, obsession, and shattered lives. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Let's uncover what really happened to 20-year-old Mary Halcomb and how one jealous act turned deadly. Mary Halcomb was just 20 years old, full of friendship, trust, and dreams. In South Peoria, Illinois, she shared a unique bond with her mother, Ashley. Ashley had Mary when she was 22. As they grew up, they became more than mother and daughter. They were best friends. "We did everything together. She told me everything," Ashley said. "I knew she trusted me." Their close relationship made what came next even harder to bear. On the morning of September 6, 2024, emergency responders were called to a home in the 1400 block of South Griswold in Peoria, where a woman was allegedly found dead by suicide. Mary lay lifeless on the stair landing, a gun in her hand, and a single gunshot wound to her neck. She was pronounced dead at the scene. At first glance, it looked like suicide, but details didn't align. Investigators noted a blood trail from a bedroom downstairs leading upstairs, evidence her body had been moved after the shooting. In that downstairs bedroom, among the personal belongings, officers found a post-it note written to look as if Mary had penned it herself. "I, Mary Halcomb, promise to never break Nathaniel Archuleta's heart. And if I do, Nathaniel Archuleta has every right to euthanize me." It was manipulative and disturbing, an attempt to overwrite the truth of what had really happened. Nathaniel Archuleta, 19, Mary's boyfriend, was immediately under scrutiny. He initially claimed it was a suicide. Then he changed his story, saying he was cleaning a gun when it accidentally discharged. But the house lacked any evidence of gun cleaning activity. Only later, while in custody, did he confide in a fellow inmate. He shot Mary intentionally, out of jealousy, after discovering she had been texting another man. In that fit of rage, he murdered her and attempted to disguise it as suicide. On July 7, 2025, Nathaniel Archuleta pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in an emotional plea hearing in Peoria County. The courtroom was packed with family members who described their grief, nights without sleep, nightmares, and the crushing absence of shared dreams now lost forever. Under the plea agreement, supported by Mary's family, he received a 45-year prison sentence with no possibility of parole. He must serve 100% of that time. For Mary's mother, Ashley, it still feels like a bad dream. "I went into sheer shock and numbness. I didn't want to believe any of it was true," she shared. She barely knew Nathaniel. Mary visited his house often. They were friends, she thought. But no one could have predicted the violence that lurked behind the scenes. Mary was taken too soon, her life extinguished by a man she trusted. The post-it note was a final twist of cruelty, fabricating her consent, her pain, and her demise. This story is a stark reminder: jealousy disguised as love can be lethal. Possession is not affection. Control is not care. Mary's final voice was silenced, but her truth survived. She did not die by her own hand. She was betrayed. May her story serve as both tribute and warning. Trust your instincts. If you or someone you know feels trapped or unsafe in a relationship, reach out. Resources are available. The National Domestic Violence Hotline, local shelters, and mental health support lines. You don't have to face it alone. Thank you for joining this episode of Shattered Fates. If Mary's story impacted you, consider subscribing. Share this video to spread awareness, because knowledge can save lives. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay compassionate, and never forget the fates that were shattered.